Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to begin by giving our honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakudash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the Great Millstone. Shalom to you brothers that are laboring and pushing this word in truth and sincerity and with charity. I'm the brother Abraham from the camp here in GMS, Chicago. Coming back at you with another lesson. This video is on pretty much a commentary on this video that you see here on the screen. Is from the Jimmy Dore show. It's called Gen Z Burns Down Nepal's Nepo Baby Government. All right. Um, and as you brothers have seen, what happened, right? They overtook the government, all because they banned social media. All right. Because of what? They said for misinformation. Okay. And they wasn't having it, bro. They went over there and burned their shit. They literally overthrew the government. That shit's crazy, right? So, none of the worst has reached here in America, and when it does, that's when it's really gonna get crazy. When this type of stuff starts happening here, okay? Because um, we're seeing previews of it around the world. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you listen for a little bit, and obviously we'll get the scriptures.
This is what a revolution looks like. So you can only push people so far. And I've always wondered what that point is in the United States, right? When half the country you can turn it up, when half the country can't afford a $500 emergency, 70 to 80% of the country lives paycheck to paycheck, 50% of wage earners earn $30,000 or less, half the country is poor or low income. What do you call a system that takes the richest country in the world and renders half of its residents unable to afford a $500 emergency? You call that a failed system. You know what's happening in Nepal?
Oh, they're overthrowing it.
So their people are coming together to kind of overthrow their government in Nepal right now. According to CNN headline, a parliament in flames, a leader toppled. Nepal's Gen Z protesters ask what comes next. So I'll give you a quick breakdown of what's happening. There's bad economic conditions. The governments are criminals, corrupts, and they're bragging about the money that they enriched themselves with. And then they shut down social media. And when they shut down the social media, Gen Z erupted and protested. And there's videos of them chasing down finance ministers with sticks, breaking into ministers' homes and beating them. There's all kinds of video. I don't know how much I'll be able to show you, but I'll give you this is from Trending Explained says Nepal is trending because youth successfully forced their corrupt prime minister to resign after 4 terms and are beating corrupt ministers on the streets. That's happening. I saw a video. This is a summary of what's happening. Since 2015, when Shima Ali has been prime minister, nepotism and corruption skyrocketed. Regular citizens can't get regular jobs. All the top paying jobs are reserved for underqualified politicians' kids or extended family members. Like Nigeria, their politicians embezzle from the national treasury without remorse. Courts no longer hold any power because of extreme open bribery. The police, military, all institutions are for sale to the highest briber. Sounds like our country. It sounds very much.
All right, so let me get a precept here in Second Ezra, the 9th chapter. All right, I'm gonna get to the point in verse 3. It says, "Therefore, when thou shalt be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning." So this is an example of what? An uproar of the people. All right, and then he also reported that protesters have started to for Macron to step down in France. So they're protesting over there now. All right, you got these Palestinians. All right, you got these nations that are siding with them. Okay, protesting as well, and then you have what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something else. More examples of these uproars, right? But nevertheless, we see them happening constantly. Okay. It talks about earthquakes, which there was just one a week or two ago in Pakistan that killed over 1,000 people. Right, so these were the signs the Lord gave us to measure the time. The time for what? For His return, for the return of Yahushua to come and reclaim what is His, to deliver His people, save them, free them. All right, so let's get 2 Ezra 15. Second Ezra 15 and 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. Right? The division, you see the division of the whole country, of the whole world, with this recent shooting and death of this one guy, Kirk. You have increased division between the left and the right, the political movements, the racial racial divisions. Okay. The nations, in a bigger sense, as in war. Okay. So you see the division. It says, for there shall be sedition among men, invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Right, so it's sedition among men. All right, the people are going to start rebelling against their own government. All right, and these people not only rebelled, but they took it over. Right, these people are getting fed up. Right, another thing. Why is this happening? Let's get Proverbs 29 and 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people are mourning. So the people are mourning. Right? They're not rejoicing. If they would be rejoicing, they'd be happy with their leadership, with their kings, with their rulers, their judges. And they're not. And they're fed up. All right, let's go back to the video.
It's up there with it sounds exactly, except all riots, it would be the kids fighting each other. We would skillfully make sure they were not attacking the precious politicians.
Yes. Infrastructural development have stunted because they loot the funds for power, roads, etc. And yet the contracts are only given to political associates, not open to the public. So it's bad. It's exactly where country's heading. So the youths and people have been complaining since 2008, but no success until their new gen influencers started using their platforms to call out the government because they are tired of migrating to get basic jobs. For 2 weeks, they started a Nepo Kid campaign, almost like what Salako did. Theirs was highlighting the luxury lifestyle of politicians' kids and families. Influencers with massive followings amplified them. Seeing the heavy criticism and complaint from the Gen Zs, on August 28th, the government asked all social media platforms to re register in the country, set up local offices, and to give them access to their platforms under 7 days, claiming it is to prevent fraud and stop fake news disguised as a hate speech bill. Of course, whenever you see hate speech bill, that's just someone trying to control you. That they don't care about hate speech, they care about the speech that threatens power.
By the way, you're allowed to have hate speech. It's a nonsense idea.
That's a
you cannot
nonsense
have
idea.
hate
I'm a
speech.
grown ass.
All right, so let's just grab Isaiah 19 and 3. Might as well read 2, right? It says, "And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight every one against his brother, and every one against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom." Right? So again, the division of the nations, of the peoples, of everybody. Right? The Lord said he didn't come to bring peace, but division. Right? In one of the passages in the Gospels, right? One of them says that he came to bring division. And it also says in the Gospels that a kingdom divided against itself cannot stand. So this place is fallen. All right, it says, "And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof. And they shall seek to the idols, and to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to the wizards." So none of their witchcraft is going to save them. Okay? None of that is going to work. It's going to fail you. This is the Lord's doing. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and end it there. Lord willing, this video was edifying. As always, all honor, glory, and praises goes to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Until the next time, Shalom.